So in 1776, this is what the Dutch thought the US flag looked like. I guess they were a little confused about what we were rocking over there. I mean, we were only like 6 months old at the time. But honestly, this doesn't look too bad. It looks like Hawaii decided, hey, we're gonna jack this Dutch idea of the US flag. Oh, except we're gonna put a British watermark. I forgot about that. Is it weird to anybody else that they still have the British flag even though they're a US state? I'm just now realizing this. That's like still keeping a tattoo with your ex's name on it even though you found somebody else. I guess this is the official flag name. And the way this came to existence is they basically just had to go off of one single description. I mean, I guess they could have done worse. Try to imagine describing the Brazilian flag. What kind of a mess that would look like. A random NATO flag spotted out in the wild. I don't know why this person is flying the NATO flag, and I don't even know what event is going on. We've got like press and the police. Do I even want to know? I wonder if these people even know the meaning of this flag, or if they thought, hey, cool, this flag has a ninja star on it. I want to fly that. Animation of all countries on Earth. 4-minute video of literally everyone. And these are not easy too, because you really gotta like figure out what flags work closely with each other, and then like, you know, decide what you're gonna do with the PNG and the things like that. But this does take talent, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, we're still going. Over 100 flags have to be used. There we go. It's actually funny to see like how little difference there are between some of these flags. Like, damn, Korea and Japan, weirdly similar. Then you have all the dot flags, the moon flags. I'm surprised they didn't do all the moon flags in one. It does keep it more entertaining because you don't know what's going to come up next. Oh, sometimes they're doing like a transition, but it's not the flag yet, and then they add like another thing, then that's the flag. Oh, this is the easiest part of the video. Just all of the former British colonies with all this. Oh man. Flag of Argentina, but in the style of Japan. And it looks pretty horrifying. It looks like it'd be part of like a no-no anime. I don't know what it is about this face, but it's extremely disturbing. Here's a possible flag design for the US if they ever get that 51st state. That's like the biggest argument I feel, is just like, what are we gonna do with the flag if we add another state? Well, this is actually using binary digits, and you know, meh. I mean, there's really no way you can add a one extra star. I just don't know how you can do it. I mean, the best thing I've seen so far is this like circle design. This is kind of cool, I guess. In my opinion, this looks, you know, I don't know. It doesn't have to be like that. It could be more like this. Honestly, let's just skip 51 and do 52. Let's just add 2 extra states. It seems a little bit easier if we don't have to work with an odd number, I feel. You know what? No, screw it. Let's just add 10 more states. Let's do 60. I think we have found the only Swiss residents in this entire building, going with the more neutral approach, I see. This guy's in for a rude awakening. He doesn't realize this is still gonna make people upset. The city of Spokane, Washington recently updated their flag. I love this new trend of like everyone updating their terrible flags. Like, I think enough people are now like just shitting on them where they have no other choice. Like, they have to do it. You know what's kind of funny though? This is not like the worst thing ever though. Like, we've seen worse. Children of the Sun, I mean, it's dumb, you know, it's stupid, but it's not terrible. You know, what are you gonna do if you're a city? You know, you're not gonna put a whole bunch of money into a design. I guess they're located next to a river, so they really focused and were influenced by that. I feel like we're gonna need to get another hot patch in like the next 10 years. This is probably not gonna age the greatest. You know what, just go back. Let's just go back. This MMA fighter / Japanese politician with his trademark flag. I wanna do that. I wanna like trademark a flag and then just print it out, bring it everywhere. I mean, I need to do something more relevant than just sitting inside of my room, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's just start with the basics. Let's make a flag first. It'd be cool if like the other side had a different language, like, or if he had multiple flags, not just in English. He needs to have like at least 25 in different languages. This is the actual Confederate surrender flag. I mean, it looks more like this digitally, but in reality, it was just a towel. Just get 2 towels and stitch them together all in a good day's work. I mean, I guess they probably didn't have much time. They were probably running from the enemy. I think my favorite thing about looking at this sort of stuff is just to see the proposed flags, the flags in another universe we would have had. This was proposed by Winston Churchill's son-in-law in 1949 for the European Union. I guess I can see the big E and actually, oh, even the U. I get it. Weird to see Europe with green in the flag though. I don't know why, I just can't see green. This is not terrible, I feel. I mean, I don't know, maybe it is. The image is a little dirty though, so maybe that's why it looks kind of crappy. You know, it'd be cooler if the white was like transparent, or if it was PNG, you know, like it was see-through. Like, you know, it was just these strips is what I'm trying to say. So there'd be like an invisible U. That's stupid too, though. Here are some flags Americans probably don't see too often, but they should. They're still part of the U.S., they're just not official states. The 16 sub-federal districts of the U.S. non-states. There's a lot of places that I never even really considered if they had a flag. I know American Samoa. I didn't even really know about Baker Island. Seen Guam before, pretty iconic. Howland Island. Wow, they were really ahead of their time with this. Some of these places are really tiny though. I'm surprised they even have a flag. Jarvis Island, Johnston Atoll, Kingman Reef. Who blazed up and decided to come up with this design midway with just this bird on it? This is kind of interesting, having a little island like that. That's a new perspective. Didn't know this place had a flag. Can't pronounce some of these. Puerto Rico, there's pretty iconic with Washington, D.C. Yeah, it's mostly just a lot of islands, though. I like this sort of rip-off Czechoslovakia we got going here in Wake Island. There is actually a U.S. state flag design that includes those 16 non-states, and it looks actually kind of good. I never thought of this before. Having a little badge right here. They also have 8 undecided territories. This is like a really good way to just represent all this stuff. And those undecided U.S. claims and compact-free associations are the Alto Velo Island, Marshall Island. I've seen that one before. Micronesia, Palau, and then, yeah, some of these other ones. Oh, Antarctica even has their own. Oh, U.S. Antarctica has a flag? This is news to me. A British flag family tree chart to show us exactly how everyone evolved into each other. This is like Ancestry.com, but with flags at this point. We obviously start with this English sort of looking design, the St. George's Cross. From there you can see a lot of different things pop up. One of the bigger ones is the flag of Georgia, very similar to that English design, pretty cool too. Now the way they got to the US flag is they sort of started playing with the square in the corner, then put some stripes, then put the UK flag in the corner. That's how we got to the flag of Hawaii. This was known as the East Indian Company flag, and then this was the flag of the US for 2 years until we went independent and decided, now let's just do some stars over there in the corner. And then you have this huge family tree of the US as we slowly started adding stars and stuff like that. Oh, and then you have No USA as well, obviously. Oh, it's still, yeah, inspired. Separate from the tree, but still related, the Welsh Banner. They used to just have a banner like this. That's actually kind of cool. They should have kept that. I somewhat prefer this 1800s design of the flag of Wales. This is cool too, but man, I like this sort of action figure on the flag. We didn't discuss too much how the evolution of the Union Jack became what it is today. We just kind of skipped over, but they had that, and then they started slapping that flag everywhere. I forgot about these. These also kind of look like they gain a little bit of influence. Well, especially Malaysia. That one, they definitely did. I'm still convinced Indonesia just saw Poland and then flipped them upside down. I've always wanted to go to Texas and just fly a Chile flag and see if anyone would notice. I think I'd be able to trick a lot of people, honestly. This state flag of Lithuania, pretty cool. Don't see a whole lot of knights still on flags, but might as well. If I ever come here, I better see some knights walking around though. You guys can't have false advertisement. Here are some other proposed EU flags, which each have just something beautiful about them. Well, this was made in 1923. The fact that they were thinking about this in 23, just got to give them credit for that. Feels like this 1949 proposal just decided we're going to use just all the colors. If you have a color, we're going to put it in the flag. I don't mind this thing, all the capitals, I'm assuming. It looks more like a space flag though, like an EU space flag. That'd be cool. The big one though, 1952, France just casually putting up their watermark. They did not care. Hey, we're supposed to represent the entire continent, but we're going to go ahead and just leave the French flag because we're the best. But then in 1955, the Parliamentary Assembly unanimously approved the emblem that we all know today. They kind of went with this design though, to be honest. They just decided to X out some of the other stuff. Low quality image of some of the old Brazilian flags. This one was rejected. Thank everyone in the world that was rejected. Wow. I've always seen this one pop up. I didn't know this was like an official proposed flag for a little bit there. We have the former Empire flag and then the one that we know, the Republic of Brazil. I actually like both of these, to be honest. They both look pretty good. A modern redesign for the Qing dynasty, if that were to ever somehow come back. This is cool. I want it now. This is really unique. I've never seen like stripes used on the edges like this. Damn, we need Taiwan to somehow give this to us. They're the closest ones to be able to do something like this, right? I want this now. This is cool. Behold, the amazing flag of Kid Nation. Wow. Incredible. Why didn't I think of that? I don't know what Kid Nation is. Is this like a 90s commercial or some sort of awful low budget movie? I don't really know, but clearly that flag was very low budget. Gotta admit though, if we're gonna go with one solid color, orange is a pretty one to go with. Someone saw this abomination today. I don't even know why someone would fly this, to be honest. I'm trying to think what exactly happened to this person where they thought this was a good idea. I've seen this like sort of split design work between the UK and the US, but this this is terrible. It doesn't even match. You need to like mess with the ratio of the Union Jack in order to make this somehow work. This is an Italian flag to honor the Greek heritage of some of the Italians living in this part of the country. You can very clearly see all the Greek influences. This is pretty cool. I feel like this is like if Greece somehow colonized this part of the boot, this would be like the state flag of Greek Italy. A real flag of Little Havana in Miami, Florida, in some part of Florida. I am just kind of in shock right now. I've never seen a painting as a flag. Is this really? No way. Okay, at this point, the internet doesn't even know if this is fake or not. It isn't like in a flag design. This is just like a board or something. It's not even really a flag. What is the flag though then? Is it just this? But where's the, I don't know. Is the rooster needed? What? I'm so confused. Okay, yeah, there it is. There is the actual flag. Before this, I couldn't find an image without just it being a board. This is a cloth. That is the flag. Damn. Flags, but dark mode. We might as well do it, honestly. There's a lot of people that actually should, like, legitimately do this. I feel like when it's night, we should change the flags to do this. Like, just, you know, not to be too bright for people. You don't want to, like, screw up your citizens' sleep cycle. If we're doing it with computers, we might as well do it with flags, too. Dark mode, let's go. On the eve of Cinco de Mayo, we have a Mexico Union American flag. I don't think it's that bad, honestly. I like the inclusion of the stripes somehow. I mean, it could have been worse, to be honest. For what it is, yeah, it could have been worse, definitely. Scotland removing their flag from the Union Jack. Just removing it from that folder. Now it's gonna... Actually, you know what? Still doesn't look too bad right there. They haven't fully pulled it out yet, but they're getting ready to, I guess. This clearly has a deeper meaning, obviously. An Irish flag proposal in 1957. Not too bad. I think I prefer the original. I know it's just like 3 colors, but... Actually, you know what? I would get a lot less confused with the Ivory Coast if they went with this design. You know what? Please do it, because I have dyslexia. At least flag dyslexia. Not gonna lie, if I was driving by Noodle World, I'd have to go in. Just representing everyone here. Pretty based. Southeast Asian noodles. I was actually kind of worried for a second there that one of these flags weren't gonna be correct. I mean, I guess you could say this is not correct. This is South Vietnam. It's still technically correct, I guess. You can't have 2 flags right next to each other with a big red background and one big yellow star. Yeah, for design purposes, that's smart. Another proposed flag. This was for Germany after World War II, and thank you for not doing this. This looks really bad. This looks like some horrible alt history game that I played at some point. Probably best just to get rid of any sort of crosses after this, you know? Just really just separate yourself. I don't know if Montana was like trying to get a new flag or proposing a new flag, but this is way better than what they got now. Or maybe they have a new flag, I just wasn't told. Maybe they're thinking about it, but yeah, anything is better than just a blue background with a circle. Let's be real. Just anything at this point. Montana, very mountainy, and you have like all the diameters and things like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. Something. It's important. Technically, if you were to take the exact dimensions of a USA flag and put all of the colors in like a barrel or a bucket, 40.9% would be red, twice as much as blue at only 17.6%. And of course, there's a bit more white at 41.5 because they have white stars. At first, I was like, wait, why isn't it identical? These percentages seem very, like, weird, odd percentages. I also like the design of this pie chart here. Again, it's giving me other country vibes right now. And big thanks to the patrons of May. Drew's Argentinian Grandpa. I'm About a Nut. LuxembourgLover. Poppy Drew Woo. I Love Drew Durnil. AryanAfterHours. Stormtrooper 501. Zeffi. Patrick C. Manny 74. Kaylee K. M203 BrushEm. Ian L. FusionWolf. Anthony G. EpiNick. EpiNick. Elijah Senpai. Dalton D. Call of Tortoise. Anikyte. Aaron F. And Aaron F. 2.